guys, my name is Alice Thorpe and I am a YouTuber, graphic designer, illustrator. Basically, I'm just an all-round creative person. So I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about how I stay creative even when I'm busy, even when I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I'm going to share with you my top 5 tips on staying creative and creating a workspace that works for you. So without further ado, let's get into this little video. So tip number 1 is the one that I always struggle with, but I always feel so much better for, and it is to keep my workspace tidy. So whether that be your bedroom, whether you've got an office, whether you work in the living room or on the kitchen table, make sure that workspace is as clear as it can be so that you have a clear mind. I like to think clear space, clear mind. Then you can just concentrate on being creative and getting stuff done rather than staring at the pile of clothes that you've been meaning to put away for the last 2 weeks. Does anyone else do that? Because I definitely do. Tip number 2 is to write stuff down. So I find it so much easier when I get everything I'm thinking and everything I've got to do out of my head and onto paper or onto my computer or whatever. So whether that be writing it into a physical diary, maybe you've got a little daily planner or a notepad, write down the tasks that you have ahead of you, categorize them all, and it means when you get stuff done, you can do the very satisfying thing of ticking off things from your to-do list. So I love writing stuff down. I have notes and planners and things all over the place, and it just means I can focus a lot better on my creative tasks. Tip number 3, although I feel like this should be tip number 1, because I don't know about you guys, but I get very hangry if I am not properly fed and watered. So this tip is basically just to stay hydrated and make sure you have nutritious and healthy snacks to hand. I've actually really been enjoying the Swisse protein balls. My current favorite flavor is the raspberry chia one. It tastes so good and it just gives me that little bit of boost of energy. It prevents the hunger. It's a great source of fiber. There's no nasties in it at all, and I love having a healthy little snack to hand, and we can really concentrate on our creativity rather than, you know, the hunger. Tip number 4 is to create a fun and welcoming environment. So obviously we've tidied up, we've got the snacks, we are relaxed, we've written everything down. We need to make sure the environment is chill. So I like to either listen to the radio, some music, maybe a podcast, or even a TV show that I can listen to in the background. You know, those background kind of watching programs. What I like doing is drawing and creating things when I've got something else sort of occupying the thoughts in my head, so I can get completely lost in what I'm doing. I can illustrate to my heart's content, and I'm just having a good old time. I've created myself such a creative and fun environment. And finally, tip number 5, which is definitely one of the most important ones of all of them, and this is to remember to take a break. If you're like me and are a little bit of a workaholic, I know how hard it can be to take a break, but it's so important. So make sure you stand up, open a window, take a long deep breath, maybe do some yoga, go for a walk. Give yourself some breaks throughout the day so that when you get back to doing work, you feel refreshed and energized to carry on and get everything that you need to do done. So yeah, those are my top 5 tips on staying creative even when you're feeling a little bit busy and overwhelmed. Let me know if you put these tips into practice. I'd love to hear from you, and thanks for watching.